All right, I figured out how I'm going to run the wire. So I'm going to set the camera and by the way, I did check the voltage for the open voltage. It's 290 volt so for all the panels wired in series. So I'm going to start run one pair of cables, red and black, to those panels, and we'll go from there. This is the reason I chose to wire the solar panel in series because of the following. And this is a quick diagram that I did just to show you. And if you have any questions, I'll be glad to entertain any concerns. But anyhow, let's look at the first one. You got on. This is a series, and this is in parallel. As you can see, the wiring that goes in series, all the panel, including all of them. I've got 6 used panels that are 265 watt each at then running amps 8.62 and running volt at 30.75. And 4 new bifacial at 195 watt with 9.65 amps running amps and 20 volt each. So and then on parallel, as you can see, they are running in, wired. So anyhow, when you're doing system in series, you add the voltages and you keep the amperage the same. So when we add this, we got 2 different amperages. We have 8.62 for the large panels and 9.65 for the small panels. So when you do in series, the determining amperage will have to go with the smaller amperage. So we got when we add the voltage together. So 30.75 times 6 panels is 185 or 184.5 volts, and then 4 volts times 4 is 80 volts. So we need to add those together, so it comes out to 264 volt. That's a running volt. So that's not an open circuit volt. When there's no load, there will be a lot higher. This voltage will be a lot higher. It'll probably be 300 plus volts. But the amperage will be limited at 8.62. So determining the power coming out of these old panels, the total panel for running in series is 264 volt times the amperage, which comes out to 2280 watts. So that's in series. In parallel, it's almost the opposite. The voltages stay the same because they are running so the voltages stay the same across all the panels, but you add the amperage together. So on the 6 panels, 8.62 times 6 gives us 51.72 amps, and the 4 new panels, 9.65 times 4 equals 38.6 amps. So when we add them together, all in parallel, so we add the amperage, 51 plus 38 gives us 90.32 amps. So the power developed under this scenario is 90.32 times 20 volt, because we have to take the lowest voltage across all the panels. For example, if you have another panel that is lesser, and you can add another one that is a 12 volt, for example, but you're going to have to use the 12 volt if it is the smallest. So that will give us 1806 watts. So looking at this in series, we got 22 versus 1800. There's not a lot of difference, but it makes some difference. It gives us about almost 500 watts. That's nothing to sneeze at. However, one biggest advantage of doing this series is the size of the wires by using only 8.6 amps coming in from the panels. So if you're running from far away, this is much more advantageous. So you can run a smaller wire a lot longer, or or heavy gauge wire a lot further away from your control panel. So that's and in our case, we're only pulling 8.6 amps. Sometimes might go up to 10 when there's hardly no load. But yeah, and versus the parallel, you're running at 90 amps. So you have to use a pretty hefty size wires, and also disconnects and circuit breakers or whatever, or fuses. So you need to be much heavier, and which costs a lot more money. So, and that's another reason, is to save as much money as possible. So I know some of these old panels, they are derated. I don't know exactly how many years or how much they are being derated. I do not have the instrument to find that out. But in the event we can derate them, even if it's 80% derated, by derating the amperage coming out, sure, you're going to get much lower wattage. By the same token, in the parallel, when you derate it 80%, this number here will go 80%. So you still going to be, the total wattage will be less. So either way you look at it, the system in series has a better advantageous than the parallel in my situation. So if you have any questions, please comment, and I'll be glad to give you any answers. All right, let's go back to the system. February, and it just started snowing in North Carolina. All the panels, all the work is done outside. All panels are wired. we'll see how they hold up to the snow. We expect it to get between 4 and 6 inches of snow. I think would be all right. I don't know if you can tell, there's snowflakes coming. There's Woody around the fireplace. He stays there all the time. Goodness gracious. Whether there's fire or not. All right, let's go inside. This is separate, and these are the batteries that I've got them connected. 24-volt system. All right, I'm gonna do a jumper to this disconnect switch, and I'm gonna get the wires ready, and I'll bring you back in when we get ready to wire. Get ready to wire the batteries. In the meanwhile, as you can see, it's snowing right now, and it's start to cover the ground. It's start to look pretty. It is cold in here, but today is not a good day to test solar powers. We'll check it some more if it's sunny. Let's go check out the snow. Oh yeah. Man, 1 hour of snow makes a big difference. Let's go check out the solar panels. Oh, the panel are covered. Oh yeah, it's not a good day to get it tested and check it. All right, go home and get some hot cocoa. Due to the recent snow event, I think I wanted to add some structural support just to be safe. And although we don't get that much snow around this neck of the woods, I think I've got the logs and I got the time, so I decided to go ahead and add 3 of them, and also going to add some more dimensional lumber under the panels themselves. So we'll see later. added some reinforcement. These two dimensional lumber. I've added support. It's just with that last snow event. Yeah, I would be safe than sorry. So, but to be safe, I've added two support, and since I was going to add support over here, I've already added this one, this middle one here, and then I'm going to add another one over here that we fixed the other day. So, and I've got some lumber, dimensional lumber to run across to start putting the sheet metal. I got power now in the building. I've got my air compressor. It's running. That's sweet. It is sweet. Yeah. The roof is on. Mostly the structure is finished, except for some trim and some fascia work, just to make it look pretty. I'm not sure when I'm going to do that. Right now, the most important things is the panels are mounted, and we got a shelter. I can park my trailer or tractors underneath if needed. So let's go take a look. It's what I call rustic design. Some people think, well, it's can call it differently, but I don't. It doesn't matter to me as long as I could use it. Now I have a solar system for my garage. I can use my welder, my drill press, my table saw. See that tree right there? Once you put the edge trim, it will straighten it up a lot. That's just the lumber, the way they comes. It's all damn crooked. You gotta do what you gotta do with what you got, what you have. It looks good. If you're seeing some shading in that roof, it's not your eye deceiving you. That's just what I had left from when the people built this building. I used every bit of it. All right. Solar panel's working. I've got power, and I'm happy. After I bought the used batteries that I was using, lead acid batteries, finally I think they're giving up. About a month ago I removed these because they were just not taking a charge, and the last couple of days, 2 days in a row, we didn't have no sun, and the remaining batteries just did not want to afford it. It will take a charge, but it will discharge really quickly. So the capacity has really went downhill really quick. So I went ahead and bit the bullet and got me some lithium batteries. I found a good deal during the Cyber Monday, and it got me some lithium batteries. Got 2 batteries, 300 amp hour, 12 volt, and I'm going to put them in series to get 24 volt because I've got a 24 volt system, and we're going to try them. So this cost me a little bit, almost $600 for 2 batteries. So yeah, it's gonna push the cost of this system installation to $1,500 to $1,500. So it's still not bad. It's still not bad. In the future, I still want to add two more 300 amp hours. So I would like to have 4 batteries, 300 amp 4 batteries. So we got a 1200 amp hour, and I think each battery's got 34 watt hour, 3400 watt hour. So it's going to be plenty for my system. Well, I think today it's the day I'm going to swap my lead acid battery to lithium ion battery. I was hoping it would be a sunny day, but it's been foggy all morning, and it's almost 11:30 in the morning, and it looks like we will see some sun, but it's been overcast all morning. But it's a bright overcast, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the switching. I checked the lithium batteries, and they've got 12.5 volt and plus, so they're going to be okay. But my lead acid battery, just that little control panel is working overtime. It keeps cycling, and so that means there's a lot of drainage from the battery. There's a lot of losses. As you can see, the solar voltaic are pushing 257 volt. It goes up to 300 volt when it's sunny. And the battery's voltage 27.8. That's as high as they get. 28 volt is the highest. But the minute it'll start dropping really quick. Let's see how many we're getting. 550 watt out of overcast skies. That's not bad. There he goes, cycles again. It's cycling about every 2 or 3 minutes. It cycles, and it's pushing 18 amps to the battery. It's charging 18 amps in the battery, so that's not normal. So it is time to get rid of them. These batteries, when I acquired them, they were used in large diesel type equipment, and they were due for change back in 2023. So they're old. They're probably at the capacity 20% when I got them, and I've been running them for about a year now. And as you can see, 3 of them already went bad about a month and a half ago, and I've been running on 2 big ones and 2 small ones. The only new one is that one up there. It's a new battery, so, and it's not good enough. Yeah, it might run my lights in the office for a while, and the refrigerator during the day when it's but at night, yeah, I think it's losing all its power. So it's time. Let's see if we can get it changed. All right, we're gonna shut the panel. First, we're gonna shut it off at the unit, and then we shut the photovoltaic, so no more power coming in, and we're going to isolate the panel by shutting the power completely out of the battery. Now the panel went off, so it's good to take the batteries out. All right, off they go. These are heavy batteries. Okay. Brand spanking new. All right, let's check the voltages. Got 25.4. Okay. Cut the power to the unit. That means only power is battery when it's red. When I turn the solar panels, it'll turn purple. And we're getting 300 volt. Batteries at 26.6 being charged. 300 watts, so there's not a lot of demand. 9 amps going to the battery, 10 amps going to the battery. Now 7, so there's not much demand. The batteries are full. When it gets to 4, so that means the battery is 100% full. Yeah, they came in, these batteries came in full. I like these batteries. They are made by Doom Fume. I got them running in series, so we'll have 24 volt. So it's still 300 amp hour at 24 volt instead of at 12 volt. So when you put them in series, the amperage remains the same, just the voltage doubles up. All right, we're going to see. I'm going to turn the lights to the office, turn the lights to the shop, and shop receptacles from all load. Right now, there's no load. I don't have no lights on. All right, I'm going to turn 300 watts of lights. There you go, 289 watts being used. All right, let's turn another 300 watt, additional 300 watt lights. There you go, 430 watts total. And the voltage is holding steady, 26.4. Let's turn the last lights. $780. These lights are supposed to be 150 watt each. So evidently, either they don't consume us at the rating they're supposed to, or my panel is not that accurate. The voltage just dropped 1/10 of a volt. We're running at 900. So it is, as you can see, it's pulling out of the battery right now. You see that's coming out of the battery. Let's go check the solar, what's producing. It's only producing, well, 795. See, the sun just came out. Yeah, it just came out. Look, now it changed to charging the batteries. We gotten 1.4 kW or 1.2 kW coming in. So now it's charging the battery. Well, 0 amps going to the battery, so it's really not charging. There we go. 5 amps, 14 amps going to the battery. So, but I bet you it's going to cycle really quick. Well, there you go. Start to go down. Yeah, this system is the panel is rated for 3,600 watt. And I'm not going to use the maximum. The most I use is my air compressor or my welder. It's a 120 volt welder, and my air compressor is going to pull about 1,800 watt. And I've got a cement mixer that half horse, so it pulls about 10 amps, 120. So you're talking about 1,200 watt, not much. But the initial voltage, amperage, that's what you don't want to go over what too long for that initial voltage or amperage. It will hurt your system. So you don't want to bog down that motor when you first cut it on. Cut it on when there's no load. I think we're back in business. I'm gonna turn the lights. I'm gonna turn the load. Okay. All right. I think it's a good swap. Later on, when I buy additional batteries, I'm gonna buy 2 more batteries, and I'm gonna redo the wiring that I've got. Right now, this is just temporary. It will handle those wires are big enough to handle the 100 amp. Few months I will be doing an update on this system once I updated the batteries and the rewiring. But in the meantime, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I know it's a lengthy one, but if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're subscribed, thank you very much. If you haven't, please subscribe. It will help this channel tremendously, and it won't cost you a dime. So see ya.